Well, it's another overcast day. Mostly, I think, because of the fires coming, the smoke coming from Canada and Wisconsin, maybe. I'm having some irrigation put in so I can stop hand watering everything here. However, it's tore up what little bit of green I had here. I got stripes going through it. Boxwoods are coming along. I've put a little fence up now because that is definitely from dog pee. But I've put a little fence up so that they stop, these little dogs at my neighbor's house, stop peeing on that boxwood. Obviously, if it was my dog, it'd be much higher. But my dog couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, so. This side they don't pee on, they always go to that side. So this side looks a little better. Even the little boxwood that refuses to grow has put on a little bit of growth, but you can see that the other ones beside it grew much faster. I'm hoping now that it has drip irrigation, or actually sprinkler irrigation, that it will catch up to the other two. I mean, they're the same age, so it's got the same root system. The living arbor is coming along. You can almost not see the wire anymore. I mean, you can still see it a little, just not as much as you could in the spring. And then the inside's been trimmed up, so it's a good 6 feet. I want to trim it up even a little higher, so that you don't feel like this one's falling down. This one's got to get up there. But I'd like to get it up just a little bit higher. And then I thought I'd take you through a walk through the vegetable bed and just show you what's been going on. So the lettuce is finished, and we'll have to refill this with something fall. Probably lettuce, some type of lettuce, but we'll wait for the temperature to cool. So there's cucumbers. I've pulled 3 or 4 of them, and I've got some babies on them. Let's see. Yeah, like there's one right there. It's not that small. They're growing. And the corn looks pretty good. It looks better than what it is, actually. I mean, if I had to guess, this is probably 5 feet, 5.5 feet. I mean, it looks much taller than it is because it's in a raised bed. So I'm gonna go with 5 feet, but the corn is, let me find a piece here. Yeah, the corn is getting there. It's not huge, but it's definitely getting there. There's a lot of corn on it. That's kale. And let's see, that's chamomile. There's some beets in there. The vegetable garden. I do have a hornworm. I can tell by the look of that tomato plant, but the tomatoes, these are, I think they're called sun sugar, and they are absolutely delicious. They're the only tomatoes I can eat off the vine and not get heartburn. The peppers I overwintered. Some more, excuse me as I chew, some more corn. Asparagus that's going to seed. I need to trim that back again. It does it several times a year. It's a needy plant. And we got some basil. And this is, oh my gosh, why can't I remember the name of it? It's of the onion family. Leek, it's a leek. There we go. More kale on this side. Camel's been in this glory. This kale has been growing like, just like crazy. Crazy. Onions. All along the ground, we've got dill. So I always plant dill plant there for the monarchs. And every year the dill comes up in the gravel and I just edit it out. This year I did very little editing. Well, let's see how much activity we got. The peas are done. They need to come out. I just haven't had a chance to take them out yet. I mean, I literally had thousands of them. They did really, really well. I just didn't have enough time to eat them all. We've got oregano in flour, so we can dry that. I gotta get over here and weed today. This is absolutely crazy. The weeding is crazy. This has been the worst year for weeds. That's a Katsura tree. It's really grown well. Really well. It's gonna be a 15-foot tall tree already. But that's coming together. I mean, for something I just planted last year. It's really looking good. That's a butterfly Japanese maple. And an azalea in the foreground. Got some spirea. Oops, I thought I was being attacked by a bug. It's a tree. Got some spirea and a pacheri, blue spruce. There's some thin manthuya. That right there is a snowbell, Japanese snowbell tree. And that right there is a golden rain tree. Starting to put its golden rain flowers on. Very excited about that. Alright, so spin you around slowly. Got a leyland cypress, a couple of spruces. This is all silver dollar eucalyptus that I grew from seed. And I cut it back hard every fall, dry it, take it, put it in the house, in the showers, and in some vases around. And then every year it just regrows back. They want to be a tree. They're never going to be a tree here because we don't have enough room for them, or we're not the right zone, and we're not the right zone for them. But they'll grow in the greenhouse just fine at 40 degrees over the winter. So it works out well. I never have to buy another one. Although I do plant them every year. Then we got pumpkins. So I've been diligent this year about coming out here. I wrapped all the trunks with aluminum foil. I'm trying to get you into the bathtub so you can see that. I wrapped all the trunks with aluminum foil. This one just self-seeded, so the pumpkin on it right now is small. Tons of flowers though. And then these over here I actually planted. So you can see, I think, that the bases are wrapped with aluminum foil. I am trying to stop the borers this year. Every year I get beautiful pumpkins, and every year the borers get in and they take the vines. And the pumpkin still grows. I don't know how, but it just doesn't grow to its full potential. And I've been going through on the underside and picking off all the eggs from the leaf-footed bugs that lay the eggs under here. So we do have pumpkins. We got, I think on this vine, there's like 5 or 6 of them. Now to get a really big pumpkin, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to pinch the end off. Like that one's getting big and it's gonna get stuck in the fence if I don't pull it out of there. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to pinch the ends off and stop the vine from growing at the pumpkin. And then it puts all of its energy into the one pumpkin on the vine. I got 5 or 6 different types of pumpkins in there. So far this experiment is working with aluminum foil, but I can't remember when I get the borers, so maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just not time yet. But I mean, we're in the heat of summer now, so I'm thinking it is time, and they just haven't gotten in because of the aluminum foil. It's not that they couldn't go further up the stem and bore themselves in, because I only have it, I don't know, a couple of inches. It's just they don't do that. They want to be at the base of the plant for whatever reason. So if they can't get at the base of the plant, they tend not to go further up. So we'll see. I'll let you know if it works. It is a way. Oh, it is a way to sorry, I have to squish this bug. I'm not gonna let it eat my plant. I just seen one of those leaf-footed bugs. Yep, pick it up bare-handed and just squish it. That's what I say. Let's see. There's really nothing interesting in here. Grab myself another tomato. I got tomatoes everywhere. And some of these self-seeded from last year. They're just overwinter. More dill. This dill is tall. But last year, this is self-seeded dill, because last year I planted mammoth dill. And I said, I'll never do that again because the dill gets too big. Like, this is just regular run-of-the-mill dill. And you can see the difference between that and the mammoth dill. Crazy. Crazy big dill. But last year this was loaded with baby monarch caterpillars. I mean, just loaded. The mammoth dill was loaded with it. So we'll see which one they prefer this year. And then over here we got more pumpkins and more self-seeded tomatoes. And then up there we have an overwintered pepper, and then more tomatoes. And this is a self-seeded, I think this was Big Boy. I think these were Big Boys, I think. And I had the seed for the purple tomatoes this year. I wanted to plant the purple tomatoes just because I think they're beautiful, but I didn't plant them. So that is the raised beds. I love the raised beds. I love this garden. I love growing my own food. Now we'll go look at some more food I grew. Oh, this is the patio peach. I think there's only 3 or 4 peaches remaining on this. It's self-shed, which is good because it's a first-year plant. Let's see. There's another one right there. There's another one there. Oh, there's one behind it. Oh, there's 3 behind it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. Trying to turn it slowly. I gotta stop and get my water. And then we're gonna go see the rest of the food plot. Okay, now we're gonna come up to the greenhouse. Come on, gun. So we'll start with the berries, which are all ripening up. My plethora of lawnmowers. There's 2 here. There's 3 more someplace else. Those are my 2 favorites. And then we got brush hogs. And we got other mowers, box mowers, hand mowers. So these are raspberries. Let's see if we can find some. These are summer gold raspberries. So they're supposed to be this color. I think that's ripe. Let's see. So good. But they're all getting their berries on them. They're starting to ripen. They're delish. And then these are blackberries. Usually the blackberries are way before the summer golds. Or at least that's how it's been in years past. But these aren't even close to being ripe. So I'm surprised. I have a mulberry tree too that hasn't produced yet. But It's okay because I got the blackberries. Oh, we got one. We got one starting here. Right there. Look at you. Starting to get black. And then I got drip line put in this week. Just laying on top of my mulch. So this is goji berry. They dug up the goji berries to put the drip line in. Goji berries are looking sad. I'm hoping I still get berries, but they're looking sad now. They were beautiful. They flower beautiful. Let's see if we can get a close up. And then those short little ones in the front, those are cranberries, loaded with cranberries. I should just take you in there. Let's just take you in there. Gunny, come with. Come. Good boy. All right. I'm barefoot, so I gotta watch where I'm walking. Go ahead. Thank you. So these are cranberries. They're loaded up with cranberries. Let's see. This one probably has the most. Saddest looking little plant, but loaded with cranberries. And then these are dwarf bush blueberries. And they got little dwarf blueberries on them. Hopefully next year they do better now that they have drip. Hopefully. Okay, sorry about that. I took a phone call. So these are the goji berries from the front side. They're big. They're getting big. It's too bad they put the drip irrigation. They dug the things up to put drip irrigation in, and they never put drip irrigation on the goji berries. I don't know why. So those still have to be hand watered, but I can do them from the back side of the greenhouse. So these are, like I said, the dwarfs up in the front. And these are medium-sized blueberry bushes here. And then the ones in the back are full-size. This is a hardy pomegranate that did not survive. Well, it did. It came back from the base. But it did not survive our zone fall winter that we just had. I didn't expect it to. It was a first-year plant. So these are starting to turn ripe. I have blueberries everywhere. There's blueberries in the yard. There's blueberries in the garden bed. I just love blueberries. And they give you the most spectacular fall color. Now, none of these are doing exceptionally good. I mean, some of these are doing better than others. But none of them are doing exceptionally good because I water them like once a month. But now that there's drip to them, I have a feeling that these will be outstanding next year. They'll get regular water and they'll be happy. And I just ordered 4 more cranberry plants because I just love growing cranberries. I use them in drinks. I make cranberry sauce for the holidays. I love it. These are ever-bearing strawberries, which the plants that did survive this drought look good. And then the ones that didn't survive the drought look terrible. But they just produce all summer. So they're a great strawberry to have. It's not just one crop, and if I had watered them, they'd look a lot better. So that's that. All right, now we'll go to the greenhouse. Okay, so we're back to the front of the greenhouse. I am growing some trees. I've been growing them for a couple years. They all need to be uppotted. So they're firs and spruce. I got them as little saplings. It literally probably only had been growing, I don't know, a month from seed. They were tiny little things. I got them a couple years ago, but because I haven't up-potted them or taken care of them, some of them look terrible while others look okay. And the idea is, I don't want to see my neighbors over there. Now right now it's hard to see their house because there's leaves on the tree. But in the wintertime, I can see their house. So this whole stretch of land is going to be fir spruce, fir spruce, fir spruce, fir spruce, all the way up past that horse fencing, and it goes up for a long ways. And I am just going to plant those trees until I run out of trees, and then pray for rain. These are all my apples, and peaches, and cherries, plums, apricots, all the way up there. Let's see. Peaches are doing real well. The peaches have nice fruit on them. I'll take you up there later. And there's the blueberry bushes where we just were. The left side of the greenhouse. And then I cleaned up the inside of the greenhouse. This is all the stuff I have to plant for fall. Well, that's not true. So, because these are going to get regular water, I took some of those spruce and fir trees inside to see if I can get them to grow on a little bigger so that I can bring them over to that stone wall and plant them. Oh, stupid little things. Terrible animals, terrible. You can see what they've been doing. Are you kidding me? A stupid little bunny. Well, so much for those. They were lupins. Oh, well, no, I guess they did. No, they didn't eat. Yeah, they did. They ate some of it. Wait, where did I just see that stem? Yeah, right there. So they did eat the yarrow. Well, anyway, that's what we got here. The caladiums. They're so pretty. Wintergreen. I love wintergreen. I have that planted everywhere around the farm too. Let's see. That's honeyberry. If you've never tried a honeyberry, you gotta try one. They're good. This is a sapling from the parent tree of my yellow Carl's willow. Yellow Carl's willow? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. It's grown pretty big now, so I'm 5'6", and it's taller than me. Oh, we're getting up there. And then, where you going, Gun? Bye. I did plant a bunch of purple basil. I just did the seeds like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. And they're all doing good. I love purple basil. Love purple basil. I love putting it in with plant arrangements. What else do we, oh, it's Tony like this. This is Joe Pie. Joe Pie. And it's actually Little Joe. Let's see. Found it at the nursery. So Little Joe, you can imagine. Let's see the stats on this. Little Joe gets 2 to 3 feet wide, 3 to 4 feet high. And its hardiness zone is 4 to 8. So it's flowering up. Those buds will be open in about another week or so. One of my amaryllis bulbs opened in here. It's so hot in the greenhouse. It's loving life, living large in here. All right, that's really it for the greenhouse. I got most of the stuff moved out. This is all stuff for fall planting. It's all 9-bark and boxwood. There's a few hosta. Then there's just some like blue spruce and stuff that has to grow on. So there's a bronze. There's these are Montes. These are baby Montes that I got through the Conifer Society. That, you know, it'll be years. I'll keep them in pots in here before they're able to be planted out. But fun, nonetheless. I love doing stuff like that. There's some more of those spruces and firs back there. They're coming along. They're doing way better in here where they get regular water from the overhead sprinklers than they are outside where they get irregular water, like when I feel like it. Okay, that's that for now.